that's always a good thing. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Of course, rain is a possibility here in Barcelona, and hopefully one or two at least have been practicing in those conditions just in case. A little bit more about the circuit. It's a strange one in terms of it being quite a fast circuit with fast turns, but you have to run quite high downforce. Very, very harsh on the tyres. Tyre deg is absolutely crucial here. We have Louis put himself in the McLaren. I think he needs to switch teams. I believe that's Connor's seat. Yeah, so tyre deg is really high, but it's one of those tracks, as I said, that really high downforce, even though it's a quick circuit. Just waiting for everybody to find their way into the lobby. Plenty of time, still 6 minutes. That being said, I hope everyone's had a great week. I certainly have. I'm a lot better. I feel a lot better than last week, I can assure you that. Had some personal issues that have been sorted, and so I'm 100% focused. I mean, I guess I'm always 100% focused when it comes to commentating. But yeah, I'm ready to go as JTK enters the lobby, which is a potential race winner tonight, I would say. And I can hear my cat moaning. Let me just give him a shout. Tails, ven acá. Ven. No quieres. My cat's obviously Spanish, so I have to speak to him in Spanish. Ven acá. Ven. ¿Vienes, Tails? Te he hecho una cama. No, he certainly cannot be arsed. He said no. We've got Mike in the lobby tonight in the Red Bull. So JTK and Mike, that's a strong showing from the Red Bulls tonight. Obviously disappointing in the constructors because of lack of appearances. Yeah? Lack of appearances. And that was the prediction from my cat Tails. He thinks JTK is going to win this race with Connor in third. He said he's not sure he's going to finish second, but he feels Connor's going to be occupying the last step on the podium tonight. Should be interested to see. Lobby filling up nicely here. Already 16 in. It's going to be a big one. Okay. Already 5 viewers. I hope you're having a really good evening. I hope you're looking forward to the race. Let's get this out of the way before all the action starts. You can always give us a follow here on Twitch. You can also subscribe to the channel, which helps us out immensely. I can't understate how important that would be to us. If you can't do that, that's fine, but come and give us a follow. You can get all notifications on upcoming races, you know, on your phone, straight to your phone, so you can be there ready and follow all the action. I've not got any I appreciate that, JTK. That's, yeah, no, I really do. I appreciate that. We all of us at IRS appreciate that you give the channel a follow. We obviously, like any channel, we're trying to build and we're trying to make this bigger and bigger, and we know it's a process and we know it's going to take time, and we've done really well so far. But you know, I'm kind of contractually obligated to say it, so we get it out of the way first. So 16 in so far. We're getting there. We're getting there. So we've got the terrible threesome in here tonight. We've got Grego Gamer, we've got Louis, and we've got Game Over. So if nothing's happening at the back, I'm sure we can see at the front. I'm sure we can see those three in 17th, 18th, and 19th battling. Evening, Husky. It's nice to hear from you. I hope you're well. No, I don't think your screen's frozen. We're just in the lobby, look. I'll scroll up and down for you so you can see. Yeah, we're in the lobby. We're in the lobby. No screen freezing. No, they're going to be battling during the race to see who doesn't finish last. They're all good friends, so I can get away with saying that. They're all very good drivers as well. Do you have any predictions on who will win the race? My cat said that JTK is going to win. And he thinks Husky's going to get second. And Connor third. Which would be an interesting top three, to say the least. So we've got 17 in. Just missing a couple more. Still no Connor in the other McLaren, as I can see. Although he was in the lobby a second ago. And then, yeah, just two more. I might sneakily ask for a full qualifying session if there's 20 in. My day was absolutely fine. I've had a really good day. Since I sorted my personal issues out from last week, I was having a bit of a problem with a tenant. And that has thankfully resolved itself. And now I'm really good to go. Yeah. Looking forward to the race. Having a nice summer. Hope everyone else is having a nice summer too. Yes, it's been it's been the same here. Um, where it was really, really hot over the weekend, 45 degrees Celsius, and then yesterday and today has been it's just thunderstorms. It's cooled down a little bit. It's bearable now. Like the problem was the other night when it was 45. So it dropped to like 38 at night. But at night it gets really humid, so it feels like more than even 45, and you can't sleep. You're just like tossing and turning on your bed, and that's when it's too hot. It's still quite hot today. I think it's about 30. Am I struggling with the heat? I should be used to it by now. I've been here 15 years, so I should be all right. But yeah, sometimes it just feels like you're sat in an oven, and you put your fan on, and it's just like hot air coming towards you, and it's not nice. Anyway, we're moving into qualifying. Let's go. I'm sure Guereza's going to be in late as usual because of his work. So, but these guys that start, if anybody's in, if you're in the chat, Connor, can we get a weather report if possible? Oh, that looks very overcast. That doesn't look great, to be honest. Don't know if that means we're going to see some rain. Does look a bit dodgy, that, doesn't it? What are we saying? See if we can get a. I've got my little scouts in the pits. Let's see if we can get a weather report. They're not always 100% reliable. Sunny all the way. Thank you, Ice One. Appreciate that. Sergeant is the first out. Get on board so I can adjust my volume levels on my headset. Seems good. There we go. Guereza is in. That will give us 19 cars here in qualifying. This track is going to be really, really packed in terms of traffic. It's going to be one of those qualifying sessions, I believe, where you're gonna have to find a gap. There we go, 19 cars in, and Sergeant using more than enough of the track there. And let's ride on board with Sergeant and find out what this track is really like. So this is the final right-hander into the start-finish straight, DRS enabled. Long start-finish straight, lots of overtaking opportunities here, not just singular, but multiple. Turn 1 and turn 2, a chicane that you've got to get right, and then a long right-hander for turn 3, as you can see in gear 6 there. Trying to use all the track on the outside into yet another right-hander to start sector 2. Curbs very dangerous here in Spain. You've got to be careful how you take them. Left-hander down the hill slightly, then back up the hill for yet another chicane. Got to get the exit right here. Oh, a big snap there, because you want to take as much momentum into the right-hander and the short DRS sector that we've got here at the end of sector 2. So far so good, at least. We go back up the hill, long left-hander into the right. That right-hand hairpin, oh, a big snap there, that's not ideal. And then we've got the double right-hander. As you can see on the right-hand side, he's just gone past. That was where the hairpin was. No, the chicane was. That has been taken out of the of the track this season. So Connor coming round now. Very quick, I imagine. It's a 1:12.8 for Louis. Connor puts in a 1:11.8. Louis currently sitting second. Gregor with a 1:13.4. Petrona with a 1:12.1. Dr. Warp 1:15.5. Sergeant with a 1:12.8. Let's see what. Let's get on board with Ice One. My old teammate. No favouritism. Leg Schrader into third. That was a 1:12.5. Was that Mike with a 1:12.2? So some good times here. I think anything sub 1:12 is going to be very good. Nice to see there's some really close times. People mixing it up. Dr. Warp is out of the session, so that 1:15.5 is going to be the only time that he gets to put in. Craig DeResta in the Haas, Mr. Game Over himself, 1:58 and a 1:22.4 for Jesek. Bobo with 1:15.5 as well. Ice One with a 1:13.6. Not too bad for a first lap. Down to one of the chat's favourite drivers here. Jesek is also out of the session. It is JTK. We're on board with JTK. Didn't look great. I know as we see in a wall there. I believe that was Jesek. Yeah, JTK looked a bit wobbly there through the chicane. His first flying lap, just get a feel of the car and how it's going to perform. Some good times being put on already, and Connor putting a real marker down in terms of what you're going to have to beat. And that's JTK with a 1:11.6. That's 2/10 quicker than Connor, and I think he can get more out of Sector 2. I don't think he looked particularly great through there, so that could be a huge time. Huskies unfortunately invalidated his lap, but yeah, what a lap from JTK, showing why he's the current champion. Still plenty of time to go in the season where he could still win this particular championship despite missing a couple of races. Yeah, I think a couple got banana peeled. I think some of them have got the Mario Kart cars out and they're throwing the banana, and they got the rockets out and stuff. Gareza's coming into the pits with 1:12.5, not bad. That's his first lap out, remember. Here comes Bobo's down on time, so that'll be an in lap. So back with Sargent then. Yeah, it's a bit. It's unfortunate when that happens in qualifying, but I guess at least it's not in the race, so you've got plenty of time to come back. If you believe in yourself and believe in your speed, there's points still available. Very, very difficult. I guess if you do go out on the chicane, you can lose control so easily there. That's a 1:12.8 for Sargent up into 11th. Louis doing well here with a 1:12.8 still. Still in 9th position. He's further forward though. Yeah, the Donster's further forward, so yeah. So we'll stick with the assistant to the regional manager. Our main man, the Donster, in the Mercedes. Absolutely top class driver. I've seen him win some races in this league as well. He's just so consistent. He's not someone you're going to get like a 1:11.6 very often in qualifying. But I'll tell you what, his laps during the race, he's just so consistent with his times, and he makes so many places up for it. And as I say, he's a multiple race winner for a reason. And that's Arbon out of the session. I think he's crashed on the start-finish straight there. Oh, and Louis has a 5-place grid penalty for a crash with Arbon. I'll try and get Louis' reaction. Mr. Dunster coming around the last corner. A 1:12.1, look at that, up into 4th position. There's not a lot between a lot of these drivers, and so you're going to see some really close qualifying. I can say that for sure. Surely he's going to be massively frustrated with that. 5 places. Petronal is up. I think right now it's more about Petronal defending 3rd position. Not a great sector 3, a little bit wobbly through there. Maybe the car in front, the air is not helping him there, the dirty air. Yeah, ended up down on the time. JTK, our race leader so far, or our pole position, provisional pole position for him. He's going to start a fast lap. Let's see what he can put in. Get word of what happened with Louis, I'll let you know. I think time penalties are going to make a huge difference to this race. I think we'll see safety, at least one safety car. But yeah, it's very, very easy to get track limit warnings, and as we know, 3 track limit warnings equals 3 seconds of penalties, and I think they can accumulate really quickly around here. So the person that gets the least or none will have a distinct advantage, in my opinion. Could end up seeing themselves 1, 2, 3, 4 places higher than where they finish on track. Leg Schrader in 4th, Mike in 3rd now. The Red Bull's having a really good qualifying session, and JTK is putting an 11.4 there. Pressure on Connor, who's only about a 10th up on his time. It's not going to be enough. He needs to pull out more here in the final sector of the track. Husky moves up to 4th position in the Ferrari. Husky, we've seen a resurgence from him the last couple of weeks. It's always good to see Connor improving on his time, but not by enough. Are they going to have time for another one? Let's see, Gareza is in sector 2, just starting sector 2 right now. As Troy has absolutely blitzed that with a 1:11.9. That is only the 3rd driver to go sub 1:12 right now. Let's see what sort of sector Guerrero's put in here. He's a 2nd down, so that's not going to do him any favours. We've got the boss man, Heller, is on an outlap. Main man, the boss man. Yeah, 5 minutes 53, loads of time to get back in the pits and get back out again. See if we've got any word from Louis on the incident there. His response was, oops. Okay, so we're going to call that a fair 5 seconds. Here comes Heller to start his fast lap. We're going to stick with him throughout this full fast lap. Of course, as I mentioned, the boss man, the main man, the top G, whatever you want to call him. Not going to take much improving to move up at least a couple of positions. No risks through the chicane. Quite a safe lap. Using all the outside there, that's nice. Purple sector 2 apparently. This might be quite a fast lap here. There's nobody that would love to see Heller regain his form, you know, his top form as we know he can, more than me. I think it'd be great for him. That's a 1:12.4. That's up to 11th position. That's a really good lap. I think he's just about got time to get in and out if he wants to, because he's really close. He could go up to anything up to like 6th here with another good lap there. Everybody just getting ready now to put their final laps in. There's Grego Gamer in the 0 point scoring RB. 2 tenths up. Could do with another couple of tenths at least. Okay, through the chicane, and then he's gonna the right-hander into the straight towards the end of sector 2. Not using all the track there. Yeah, 2.5 tenths up on his time. That's going to be enough to move up 1 position on the grid as it stands. Of course, he will move up another position with Louis' 5 place penalty. A 1:13.2 then. Just lost a little bit of time in sector 3. It looked like. Let's see what Craig De Rester here will do in the Haas. Up on his own time by about a tenth. A good sector 3 here, get another couple of tenths off, get into that 1:14. Not quite, again lost a little bit of time in sector 3. Here come the guys on the outlaps, so I'm just going to see furthest forward. It looks like Husky right now. No, Leg Schrader actually. Let's get on with Leg Schrader. Huge pressure on the shoulders of the Aston Martin driver tonight, because only got a temporary teammate, and that's massively important in terms of the constructors. And his teammate is Louis, who has had not a bad qualifying in terms of his time, but a terrible qualifying in terms of that grid penalty. And here we go, Leg Schrader, looking to improve, looking to get up into the top couple of rows here. Husky just behind on a fast lap 2. As you can see on the track map, a lot of traffic, and it's difficult here for people just to make that space. Hopefully it doesn't affect anyone on a fast lap. Liam Doherty has joined just in time. Won't have time to put a lap in, I don't think. There we go, Leg Schrader comes round the final corner. And that was not quicker. Husky up on his time. Yeah, managed to get in front of Mike there. Connor's on his fast lap. JTK's about to start his fast lap too. Connor's about halfway round, so we'll stick with Connor right now. We'll keep a lookout on the left-hand side for the times as they're changing. There's Liam in the Ferrari. He's going to be starting from the back of the grid, late entrant, but got in time, so he will be able to race. He's got very good pace as well, Liam, so certainly not out of the equation for a point. And that's a purple sector 2 from Connor. Trying to lay down the marker, trying to get pole position. Mike is up into P3 with a 1:11.8. 5 drivers under 1:12 at the minute. Okay, so that's 1:11.328 from Connor. Back to you, JTK. What can you do? This is the pole position shootout here as we see a lot of movement in the midfield. But let's check this time out from JTK. Here we go. Comes over the line. 1:11.2. Takes pole position. Incredible scenes. Anyone else going on a fast lap? That is the question. Heller is on a fast lap and with an improved time. It looks like he's 2/10 up. Now he's coming to the pits. He's decided to back out. So that's going to be the grid. Unless Husky's... no, is Husky on a fast lap? No. So that's going to be the grid. It's going to be JTK on pole position from Connor. Nothing in it, just 1/10 of a second. And we've got quite a big gap. We've got a gap of half a second to Troy in third. But between Troy and, well, all the way down to Arbonne is less than a second. So I expect to see some really close racing here. There we go. Pole position for JTK. Looking very, very sharp. Can we have the final standings, or we're saying no? Oh, I guess we're saying no. Unfortunate. Didn't get a full run through the grid. Skip straight past this time. That's not often that happens. But you saw the grid anyway. We've seen how it is. And it should be an interesting race. There's a lot of very close drivers here. Imperative to get off to a good start. Quite a long run down to turn 1. You don't want to be 3 wide going into turn 1. That's going to end up with somebody off the track. So you've got to get your positioning right. The ideal situation would be that you lead into turn 1 and you can control the pace going through those early corners. Everyone just setting their fuel loads and their race strategy. I suspect we'll see medium hard or hard medium. I don't think there'll be any real deviation from that. And we have a formation lap, which is good, which means we get to see the grid. So it's JTK and Connor on the front row, Troy and Mike on the second row, Patron and Husky third row, Leg Schrader there in 7th with Donster in 8th on the 4th row of the grid. Sargent and Gareza will make up the 9th and 10th, the 5th row of the grid. Then we have Heller and Bobo from Arbonne and Ice1. In 15th we have Grego Gamer from Game Over, Dr. Warp in 17th, Louis in 18th, Jessek in 19th, Liam, who only just managed to get in time, will be doing a last to first challenge. So, let's have a look at the tyres. Well, I'm quite surprised. JTK and Connor have gone on the hard tyres, which, given their pace, is not surprising. Arbonne's gone on the hard tyres, so has Craig DeResta, looking for a long first stint. The medium tyres, no surprises there, but what is surprising is Sargent, Grego Gamer and Dr. Warp all going on soft tyres. I wonder if they're thinking of an early safety car. I'm just getting the most out of these tyres. Or they're going to go for a two-stop strategy even. could be interesting to see. So we're just getting round onto the grid now, everybody lining up. No silly gaps between everyone, so which is what you want if you're near the front. Who's going to have that good start? Who's going to be able to get off the line quickly, gain places? And we've got Husky and Heller disqualified for not breaking in time, so they'll have a disadvantage, a distinct disadvantage off the start. Well, here we go. And it's lights out, and we're underway for the Spanish Grand Prix already. Lots happening at the back and at the front. JTK trying to defend from Connor, who's gone down the inside. Look how close they are. This could end up in disaster. Connor's gone through on JTK. He's had to pull out. Oh, we've got bits of carbon fibre flying all over the track. You must think that there's been a lot of incident there. Mike has gone down to 20th. Whoa, and more carbon fibre off the track. Troy from 3rd down to 8th. JTK now down to 3rd. This could be, we could see a lot of people pitting in here. Husky has managed to get up to 2nd. Patronal dropped down to 8th position there. That has been a bit of a mental start. Grego Gamer up into 11th too. A phenomenal effort. We do have a VSC at the moment, straight away. Don't worry about those race strategies. Right, we might see soft hard, but yeah, that 2-stop, not sure. So yeah, a VSC, Conor out in front, JTK down to 3rd, Mike in P20. Let's go down to Mike in P20. As you can see, they're quite clearly carrying quite a lot of damage. He's gonna have to pit in. Dr. Warp is all over the place right now. Just coming back onto the track, will be carrying damage. There's going to be quite a few. Oh, look at that. There's Craig DeResta off the track. Yeah, all happening. Louis coming to the pits as well, I think. Yeah, lots of damage there. Very difficult start, this one. DRS has been enabled. Mike has retired from the session. Race over for Mike on lap 1. That's not, that is not what anybody wanted to start there. And Liam now, 3 seconds for multiple warnings. Connor down into 2nd. Husky up into 1st. There's my man ZX in the chat. Yeah, Leg Schrader. Great start, to be fair. The artist formerly known as Lele up into 4th, looking pretty quick. Got to stay on the back of these 3 in front though. Fast laps being put in, left, right and centre. As you can see, the gap to the 4 at the back there, who have all pitted in. As Sargent goes through on Leg Schrader. What a pass there through turn 1 and 2. Sargent up to 4th, Leg Schrader down to 5th. Leg Schrader trying to send it. Don't think is he going to get through? He's got the inside line on Troy, so he should be right. Sargent now having a go at JTK. What a start for Sargent there. Yeah, Troy manages to get through on Leg Schrader. I'm sorry, ZX, you get him the old commentator's curse here. He's just missing out a little bit. So at the front is Connor, but there's no gap in it whatsoever. With a DRS train of 11 cars, I believe he'll bring it back too. He's very level-headed. He's very measured in oh, what's gone on here. He's dropped back down to ninth now. That couldn't have been a good exit. And he is normally very level-headed. As we go back to the front, and Husky's going to take... Is he going to take first position? Is he going to be able to hold first position? Contact with Connor there, big contact. Husky holds it though. Connor trying to squeeze him out a little bit. Leg trader back up to 8th. The battle here at the front is a spectacular one. The Dunster just dropping off. He's a second behind now. He might get the RS gap, although he's managed to close the gap a little bit. That's what he needed. So the front 5 now just pulling away. Husky, Connor, JTK, Sargent, Troy, all just pulling away a little bit. The Dunster does have an opportunity to close the gap, of course. DRS, and he would as well. And that's a safety car. That is a safety car. Dr. Warp with a crash there. I think that's on the chicane going up the hill. So bringing out a full safety car. Who's going to pit? Who's staying out? People are trying to fake staying out here. We've got Williams in, as Sargent has gone in. Is there others behind him? Yes. Troy is in. The Dunster's in. Perez is in. So lots of cars coming in here. Has Grego Gamer came in? Yes, he has. I would have thought so. He started on the soft tyres. Yeah, so this has changed the race significantly here. This safety car is really put the cat amongst the pigeons, if you want to put it that way. So first safety car. I did expect one here, to be fair. This track does lend itself to safety cars. If you get it slightly wrong, and you can end up in a wall in multiple places here. So we'll see. Down to 18 then. 5 laps of 33. Husky leads the race from Connor. Having a look at those tyres. Obviously Connor and JTK had to stay out on the hard tyres. A lot of people have stayed out on the mediums too. I would assume that the likes of Sargent, Troy, Dunster, Gareza, Grego, etc., Patronal, will try and get these hards to last the whole race, maybe? It's a long way to go, but we do know, and we have seen how good these hard tyres are and how long they last. Arbon going on to the mediums is... it's a bit of a dodgy one, that, because I don't see the mediums lasting the whole race, and if they do, they're going to be wrecked by the end. So safety car coming around again. While there's this slight lull in the action, I'm just going to get something to drink. So I imagine the safety car, I'm back now from my drink, I imagine the safety car will be in, yeah, it's coming in this lap. Everybody's nicely lined up, so we're going to have the race restart. It's going to be Husky controlling the restart. Very, very long start-finish straight. So watch out, 4 moves being made by those that don't get caught out. think Husky needs to back the pack right up here and then decide when he wants to go. I think it's massively important. Here we go. He has gone. Let's see. Decent. Oh, he's still trying to heat the tyres up. Connor's going to get through here if he's not careful. We're past the start-finish line. No, he's just about kept it. Liam's managed to go through on ice one. Liam with the 3-second penalty. Sargent's gone through on game over too. Hella High's gone past Louis, which is put Louis down into the last position. Troy's gone past game over now, and we've got it's all happening near the back. Let's see. Oh, look at this, side by side these guys, Gareza and game over. I think he might have a problem here, Craig Garester. He's lost quite a lot of positions. Oh, and the Donsters hit the back of him. That has to be damage there for the Donster. Yep, front left on the end plate. Donster is going to be raging at that as we go back to the front here. The Donster's going to have to pit in. It's not over by a long way for him, but that's not helping at all. Ice one with 3 seconds for multiple warnings. Up in 7th position at the minute. Obviously it won't be that because of the penalties. 3 wide through turn 1 then. Husky defends well. JTK's looking to get through on Connor. He has got through on Connor. Leg Schrader in 4th position, by the way. Brought those positions back. Caution in sector 1. I assume the Donster pitted in there. Surely he did. That looks pretty bad, the damage on his vehicle, so we'll find out soon enough. As, yeah, these guys at the front again. Absolutely going for it. Advantage with JTK and Connor depends. They could be undercut if they're not careful though. Let's see what this DRS is going to do. I believe we've got DRS this lap. Yep, and 3 wide again. Connor's managed to go down the inside. JTK has moved up to foot, and oh, there's more damage, more damage. That's Husky. Oh, he's into the wall. That could be DNF. That could be a DNF for Husky. He might still be going. Let's go and have a look at him. He's still going. He's got bad wing damage there. It was contact from either Connor and, well, they went 3 wide. JTK, Connor and Husky there. And that's what happens when you go 3 wide through that chicane. It does end up badly for someone. We have a caution in sector 3. I think Husky will try and limp it back to the pits at least. But yeah, this has been a bit of a action-packed race, and we're only 9 laps in. Not even a third of the way through yet. Poor Husky there, down into 17th. That's very, very unfortunate. Was running really quickly there. I think post-race we're going to see some action in the driver's room as well, based on this. As Connor retakes the lead. We've got Louis managing to get past Craig DeResta. We're going to just look at Husky in the pits for a second. Is he going to come in and retire, or is he going to actually try and make the change? He's gone on to hard tyres, I think. Not out of the race. Maybe he's not going to win it now, but if he can carry on those hard tyres till the end of the race, well within a shout for some points. There's the battle at the front. We've got JTK. Was having a little look at Connor there. Probably best to leave it until the start finish straight. So we'll keep an eye on those two, of course, as we always do. So I would expect quite an easy pass here from JTK. Yep, that is an easy pass. They just got a bit of a gap now to Bobo in third. Over a second, that's good. Let's go down, and as we're seeing Jesek there going through on the Red Bull of Grego Gamer, who's doing well. He's looking for that point, isn't he? He's having a good race. Look at these two side by side, a bit of contact. Oh, I think they're all right though. Contact all over the place today. It is very bumper carish. Nobody wanted to give up any room. I know we're coming to the halfway stage of the season, and it's a pivotal time in terms of the season. But you can't win a championship right now. You can only lose it. The two Saubers doing really well though. Very good for them for the constructors as well. Here we go then. Let's get on board with Connor. Not close enough to make the pass. That's a 3-second penalty for Grego Game, and that could be costly. Although I'm sure there will be more. Credit to Husky and the Donster, by the way, for carrying on and not just going in the pits and saying I've had enough. That's always good to see. I don't like it when, especially early on in a race, people are a bit of damage. That's it, I'm done. There's a lot that can happen. It's a long race. You see a safety car or two, somebody else causes a pile up, and you take advantage. The race is far from over. I think it shows a mental weakness. So sometimes you're raging, okay, occasionally, but for those that consistently do it, I think it's a mental weakness. Oh, and Connor with a huge snap of oversteer there. That's given JTK a good gap. Let's see if Connor can close it. I mean, he's going to get closer for the DRS, but he's too far back to make a move, surely. Yeah, that oversteer there did Connor no favours. Let's have a look at the battle between the Saubers. Yeah, we've got Troy on the hard tyres, and we've got Bobo on the mediums. So we've got split strategies here from the Saubers. Guereza's right behind them. As Grego Gamer goes past Ice One, takes 10th position, but Ice One's coming back. This battle here is a really good one. Ice One, of course, former Tier 2 driver and constructors champion. Steps up when he always steps up for Tier 1 and always puts in a good shift. It's a big battle because Ice One is looking for points from the McLaren team as their standing driver to help Connor with the constructors. But Grego's looking for that first point for the season for their RBs. It's going to be huge between those two. Somebody's probably going to have to miss out. Liam's coming into the pits. Bobo's coming into the pits. This is, yeah. So I think that's Liam's first pit stop, by the way. Yeah, I think that's Liam's first pit stop. So I'm going to stay out on the mediums. No change of strategy. Now the front two, nothing between these two. You see going long on the hard tyres. They'll try and use the mediums to their advantage at the end. I think whoever pits in first here, out of these two, will have an advantage, but it's still not time yet. It's too early. It's too early to go from hards to mediums. you're not getting 19 laps out. So that's a Sauber there. I think that's Bobo having issues on cold tyres. Yeah, that was a poor pit stop then. Troy just 2 seconds back from the leaders as Connor goes through on JTK there. A lovely pass, not a lot JTK can do. You just have to accept it there and let him through, and then afterwards, of course, make your move on the start-finish straight on the next lap. Now to these two are having a massive battle there, side by side. Both have a reputation for being very clean drivers, and will make the move when they have to, and will make the pass. It's not that they won't do that. It's just, oh, whoa, and there's Grego Gamer all over the place. Oh, he's into the wall, and that's damage. That's damage on the wing. As you saw there, yeah, that wing is absolutely broken into pieces, and so are his dreams of maybe scoring a point. Grego Gamer was running so well there. Maybe the tyres weren't quite working for him at this stage. But yeah, I feel really bad for him there. They were having a really good close race. Now he's got to bring it back to the pits, pit in, and then start again with the push. That's put Louis up into 10th position, despite what happened in qualifying. Now in 9th because Ice One's decided he's pitted in. Let's go back to the front with Connor not being able to hold on to first place. JTK got it back. As you can see, the gap between second and third, fourth, fourth and fifth, all about 2.5 seconds, and they're all running about even pace. So pit stops here will be crucial to who wins this race. Is Connor going to make the overtake? Who's going to pit in first between these two is a big question, and it could decide the winner of the race for sure. JTK trying to defend. Yeah, gives Connor just about enough room there. That's okay. JTK in front, and I don't think Connor will be too bothered about that. Not at this stage. I think he'll just be taking his time. Let's go down to 7th position, and there's Petrono, and just in front we've got Jesek, and just in front of Jesek we've got Arbon. So we've got 3 really close runners here, and it could be Arbon that loses out if these 2 other guys can get close. I think both guys behind have got DRS. Let's see what happens down the straight. I expect Connor is going to pass JTK as he does. So we're going to stick with these down the start-finish straight and see what happens. Petrono closing the gap. It's going to be Jesek that gets through. Is Petrono going to risk that? No, not yet. A good pass by Jesek. Now up into 5th position. After Donster and Louis side by side. I think Louis pitted in actually. That's going to be his last pit stop, pending safety cars. What's he put on? Is that a set of mediums? So, yeah. All to go until the end now for Louis. Down from 9th position, 10th position. Both Mercedes, by the way, in the top 10. Nice to see. We like to see that. We're fans of the Mercedes we're fans of the Mercedes on this channel, and yeah, here we are with race leader Connor. I suspect that these guys are going to pit in at any point now. Yet Connor's come in. JTK has stayed out. So JTK's got to put a really fast lap in here. He's got to go all out to get enough of a gap to where when he comes back out of the pits, which I assume that he's going to do at the end of this particular lap, that he's going to be able to stay in front of Connor. It's going to be difficult. Connor's tyres are going to be warmed up as well by the time they come round. So we're gonna see what happens there. So Connor is out of the pits. So let's go down to Connor and we'll ride on board with him. That's 3 seconds for Liam Doherty. The penalties haven't been as prevalent as I thought they might be. So credit to the drivers for that, really. About 20 seconds behind Connor. So JTK is coming round to the pits now. Has entered the pits. So let's see. Connor has put in the fastest sector 2 time. Let's see where JTK comes out then. Patronal up to second. Looks like Connor's going to get past and he's going to be a second or 2 in front here. Fastest lap of the race, maybe that? No, not quite now because of his out lap. There's JTK behind, and what is the gap? 1.7. That was a very well timed pit stop. We've got a Ferrari. Is that Liam in the wall? Still going though. No damage as I can see. So Troy leads the race. As we look at the tyres, they're on very quite old hard tyres at the front. It's going to be a matter of time before Connor and JTK catch those guys. They'll be hunting them down, I'm sure. I still think we're going to have to see Heller, Patrono and Troy pit in. Although, I guess who knows? That's what I was looking for. Doing a good job, Troy. Connor puts in the fastest lap of the race, which is unsurprising. Those fresh medium tyres are going to be working wonders for him. Managed to pull the gap to 2.3 on JTK now. And the gap to Patronal is 7.7 and it's falling rapidly. Connor is looking on another level right now on these fresh tyres. We've got a close battle between Gareza, Jesek and Arbon again. Arbon unfortunately at the back this time of the 3. Bobo's really close to Leg Schrader. We could stick with this for a lap and see what these pair can do. These last points positions in terms of the constructors are going to be absolutely huge. There could be anything happening. Anyone could get like 8th to 10th. So it's massively important that that these guys put everything they've got into these laps. JTK now has put the fastest lap of the race in. Gap is down to 1.9. Now he's got those tyres warmed up. He is looking really fast. Husky and Liam switching positions in the Ferraris there. I think Liam might have had a bit of an issue as Jesek goes through on Gareza. Is Bowo going to get close enough to get past Leg Schrader? Going to look on the outside? No, that's well defended from Leg Schrader there. That's very, very good defensive driving. Gareza's going to be looking to get right back on Jesek here. This is the battle for 6th position. And don't forget, there's Arbon just behind, just lurking behind, waiting for maybe a mistake from one of these guys and to take advantage. That's 10 more seconds for Liam. I think Liam's going to be retiring in the pits. Yep, that is not surprising. 19 seconds of penalties. That's the race over for the Ferrari driver. Unfortunately, he couldn't get any qualifying laps in. He was late to the circuit, and I think that's shown in his race. It's always nice, even if you don't do particularly well in qualifying, it is always nice to oh, and there's a snap there from Gareza, but it's always nice to get a few qualifying laps in, just to get the feel of the course, of the circuit. So closing in now, Gareza. I think he's going to try and make the pass. Got to leave enough space. No, that's well defended from Jesek, in fairness. Arbon's managed to get a bit closer there as well. Both passing Heller, all three passing Heller. 3 seconds there for Arbon for the off the track multiple warnings. I'm assuming Heller's tyres are not his best friend at the minute. Gonna have to come and pit in. Well, he stayed on the back of these quite well. Gap to Petronal from Connor now down to 2.6. I would imagine we're going to see Heller pit in at the end of this lap, maybe. Well, these two going side by side. Let's stick with Heller and see. No, going to stay out on the hards. Okay. Jesek not able to get close enough to Gareza. And that means he's going to have to wait another lap to make the pass. And that means Arbon as well, still stuck to the back there of those pair, just nicely within the RS, not having to overly push. See, Heller's dropped 2 seconds back now. I think it's those tyres that are not doing him any favours. At this point though, oh, and bit of underbody damage there, possibly. Oh, those tyres, look, he's down to 3 seconds back. Could be missing out on points at this stage. Well, if he pits in, he's definitely going to be outside the points. So it's a really tough decision that Heller's got. There we go, Jesek very close now. Leg Trader's gone up to 9th. Connor is in within DRS. 3 seconds for Heller for multiple warnings. And there goes Jesek. Passes Gareza. Gareza's not going to make a move. Going to try and stick to his position. Oh, look at that. That is he's just about kept that under control, Leg Trader. Husky with now 3 seconds for multiple warnings. Now let's get to the front here. This is Connor in 3rd position. He's still quite away from Troye. Troye does have a chance here on these older tyres. You imagine that Connor's going to just cruise past Petronal. Oh, and there's a touch on Connor. Oh, he's just hit the back of Petronal. That's allowed JTK to get right up close. And it'll be JTK now passing. And he will have DRS. And that's a huge mistake there by Connor. Very close to Petronal. Petronal on those really old tyres. You can't really take risks like that. I know he wants to get as much time as possible, but look at that, he's ended up losing time. JTK now in the position where he's looking to make a move. But that being said, that's an advantage to Troy. Troy in the Sauber in 1st position, looking good. Troy, of course, a former champion himself, raced in China, and had a really good battle with Connor. Not the full-time driver he used to be. Not this season anyway. Hopefully we see him properly full-time in the next season, in the season that's coming. But yeah, here we go. So DRS for Connor and JTK. You would imagine these have got to be able to get past Petronal here. Petronal's going to lose out. Yeah, JTK breezes past him, and so does Connor. And that's an RB coming out of the pits. That'll be Grego Gamer, I believe. Just for the last few laps. 6 laps to go. Perez has overtaken Jesek for 5th position. The battle here is for 2nd though. What is Troy gonna? Is he gonna be able to stay in front? 3 seconds for Louis. That could be a costly 3 seconds. He's got a decent gap on the Donster, so it won't lose him any positions as it stands. He's one of those in front to pit in, or have a mistake, and he can pick up a point here for the Aston Martin team. Not been a spectacular race for the Aston Martins, I must say. They're usually a lot higher than this. Maybe just not quite the track that suits their driving style, their car. So Connor and JTK, 8.3 is the gap. We're about to start lap 28 for these guys, I think. Or is it lap 29? If it's lap 29, it's over. No, we're starting lap 28. We've got 6 laps to catch up. I think Troy might have this in the bag. I really do. Here comes Jesek on Gareza, as expected, with the DRS. Made a nice pass there. A little bit further down, Leg Schrader looking to pass on Bobo again, and will do. Those two have had a really good battle. Leg Schrader up into 9th position. An extra point maybe the difference maker at the end of the season, so always good to get up there. Petronal just about hanging on in DRS. I think he's good for 4th position. There's a big gap to Jesek, but yeah, he's going to be wanting that podium. Here we go then. Towards the end of lap 28. Troy in front. The gap's down to 7.7, but that's not enough. They've not eaten enough of the gap out of the lead as JTK comes through into 2nd position. Connor now back down to 3rd. Very difficult to hold your position for an extended amount of time, as Petronal now drops out of DRS of these two. Gareza has managed to get through on Jesek. Let's go down and see what Bobo and Leg Schrader are going to do. Is there going to be a pass? Looking. Goes down inside, and a nice pass there. Nice and easy. Leg Schrader's not giving that up. I think Heller, he's gonna get caught by these two. Whether they can get past or not is another thing. And even if they do, he's still well on for a point here for the Mercedes team. Connor now has dropped to 8/10 back on JTK. I wonder if he had a bit of a wobble during that lap. As we are on lap 30 of 33. Needs to get a move on. Or is he just waiting? Is he playing the long game? I think first place, 6.3 the gap. It's definitely not enough unless Troy makes a mistake. You imagine somebody of his calibre and of his experience will know all he's got to do is manage his car to the end of the race. A really good battle here between Petronal and Grego. Grego is running faster, so You know, can't do anything there. And Louis retired from the session. Can we see where his car is? I think he's retired in the pits. In the pits. So. Oh, and Boa, where's he? He was. What happened there? Is that a spin? That's done Leg Schrader a big favour, and that's also done Heller a big favour. Heller looking to hold on to 8th position at worst tonight, but we've got a full safety car. Oh my word. Craig DeResta getting a yellow flag. So, who's pitting in? Troy is pitted in. JTK's in. Connor has stayed out. Okay. Connor wants to control from the front, knowing that it might only be one lap, that he's got to do this. Are we going to see strategical and tactical errors here? Connor's been told to go through on the safety car. This is... oh no, there's Connor. It was Ice One being told to go through. This is interesting. Now, as you can see here, 4 of the top 6 have changed to fresh softs. I'm not sure whether that. It's tough. It's going to be tough. So Troy is currently in 2nd, but he has got a car between himself and Connor, and that's Grego Gamer, who's not going to pit in on 4-lap-old mediums. And the problem with that is, yeah, Grego's going to get a blue flag, but you know, is he? He's got to think of his own race. So yeah, we're going to have a really split pack here as well, as you can see, for the last 2 laps. Safety car coming in straight away. Some people will be helped by that, some people would have been hindered. Everybody trying to quickly get on the back of the car in front. And Connor's gone. He's made a quick restart. Grego did the right thing there, moved all the way across to let others through. They didn't get through though. Troy 0.5 behind. Maybe they switched to the softs. If he didn't come in, I can understand if Troy didn't come in, he wasn't going to win because his tyres were that old. Now he has a chance. Also, JTK has a massive chance here as well. Nice one with 3 seconds there for multiple warnings. That's now a total of 6 seconds of penalties. Connor trying his hardest here to defend, but he's not able to. Those fresh soft tyres, and JTK's fast lap is going to be under pressure here on this last lap. So Troy pulling away a bit here. Yeah, JTK has put in a new fast lap, well 1:13.2. DRS is enabled. You're going to get 1 and a bit zones of DRS. It's going to be the short sector 2 DRS, and you might get a tiny bit at the end. So this is important. All very, very close. Of course, I don't think Connor's safe from Petrono and Jessic, who've got the new soft tyres on as well. So it's imperative that Connor keeps within DRS range. Troy has now managed to pull away 0.7 of a second there. Yeah, Connor's having to defend really hard here. Petrono looking to get past, can't quite. Oh, but he's got him. He's got him. He's took the shorter route. He's got the traction. Connor's trying to come back. Oh, and Connor's off. Connor's off. He's down into 5th, 6th. 6th position now for Connor. That is awful for him. As Troy comes over the line to win the Spanish Grand Prix from JTK. Petronal gets the final podium position. Jesek 4th, Gareza 5th, Connor 6th. Leg Schrader with a decent showing there, 7th position. Arbon in 8th. Go down to 9th position here. Over the line comes the Donster. Heller, is he going to make it? A double point scoring weekend for the Mercedes. Yes, he is. That is a great weekend there for the Mercedes. Double points. You love to see it. Ice one's going to be the final one over, but he's going to be 12th position. And there we go. That is the end of the Spanish Grand Prix. What a final few laps that was. The whole race, an immense race of the highest quality, but at the end there, phenomenal. What a drive there from our race winner Troy. Has to be, in my opinion, driver of the day. And Connor finishing 6th position there. Yeah, at the end, I think there was contact between himself and Petronal, and it's cost him a podium. I understand that he took the risk of not pitting in to attempt to hold first position, but it didn't work. And there's your race winner. Look, it's Troy in the Sauber. Big points for the Saubers again. JTK in the Red Bull with the fast lap as well, so 19 points. Petronal 3rd from Jesek. Gareza, Jesek started in 19th and up to 4th. That was an exceptional drive. Gareza, 5th position. Connor 6th. 7th for Leg Schrader. Not too bad. What a race that was. That was, as I say, a phenomenal race there. Well worth watching that back. And yeah, I've decided, I've made my decision, and the driver of the day is going to be Jesek, 308. There we go. What a race that was. I'm like coming down from that, the adrenaline. Yeah, that was something else. That was one of the best races you're going to see, and that's not even an exaggeration. That was brilliant stuff. So yeah, congratulations to Troy. First win back. So that'll be a big confidence booster. As I mentioned, the Mercedes both scoring points will be boosting confidence for the team. Always good to see Heller getting the points as well. That was good. Yeah, overall, some really good racing. Lots of incidents. Let's quickly go to the calendar, and we can see that next week is Austria. Another favourite track. A lot of overtaking. Very fast. I think it's the second shortest circuit on the calendar, Monaco being the shortest, even though Monaco takes longer because you're going at slower speeds. But yeah, this season is turning out to be something that we cannot predict. That is for sure. Before I leave, as always, I'd like to thank Hella High for the opportunity to commentate on this phenomenal, the best league in all of Formula One esports, the International Racing Series. Please give us a follow if you can, or subscribe even to the channel. It all helps the channel build and grow, and that's what we all want. So next week we do have Austria, and I hope everyone has a fantastic week, and we'll see you next Tuesday.